extremely stable whilst they move through the tree. Now, contrary to popular belief, koalas are not bears. They're not related to bears. They're a very special kind of mammal called a marsupial. Now, this means they give birth to an extremely underdeveloped young called a joey, which completes most of its development in a temporary or permanent pouch. Some of the other marsupials you can find at Lone Pine include Tasmanian devils, kangaroos, wombats, and wallabies as well. Now, it's pretty easy to distinguish the male koalas from the female. The male's on my right here, the female's on my left. You can see the male is much bulkier, much stockier looking, but the most distinguishing feature he has is that brown mark in the center of his chest. This brown mark is a scent gland. It secretes an oily substance which has a unique smell to every single male. They use this scent gland to rub on trees. This marks their territories and attracts females. The smellier a male is, the more attractive he is. The females, while not as big nor stocky, their most distinguishing feature is their pouch, located in between their hind legs. It can be quite difficult to see though if there's no joey inside. Now, koalas are seasonal breeders. They breed during the spring and summer months, and after a gestation period of 33 to 35 days is when they give birth to their joey. Now, joey size at birth varies from marsupial to marsupial. When a koala joey is born, it weighs half a gram and is 2 centimeters long. So when this joey is born, it climbs all the way from its mother's cloaca to her pouch using its very strong forearms, and it will attach itself to one of her mother's 2 teats. Now, twin births can occur, but they're very rare, and more often than not, both joeys do not survive due to the limited amount of space in the pouch. Now, at 6 months of age, that's when a koala joey is first going to start showing interest in eating eucalyptus leaves, and will first start showing interest in coming out of the pouch as well. Now, eucalyptus leaves are toxic. Koalas require a very special bacteria in their gut to digest these leaves, a bacteria they're not born with. They acquire this bacteria through a process known to us as pap feeding. So, what will happen is, the joey will nuzzle her mother's cloaca and she'll produce a very sticky, special kind of feces or poo called pap. This pap contains an extremely high concentrate of this bacteria, and the joey will ingest this, eating it over a period of several weeks, in order to introduce this bacteria to its gut. This process is absolutely essential for the joey to survive. Now, at 8 months of age, our joey is now too big to be living inside its mother's pouch all the time, and is now living and sleeping on its mother's back and her stomach as well. At this stage in their life, they are known as backyard. At 1 year of age, the joey is now ready to be independent from its mother and make a life for itself in the wild. We also wean our joeys when their mothers here at Lone Pine at 1 year of age and move them into one of our kindergarten or cubby enclosures. Now, in the wild, koalas live on average for about 8 to 10 years. In captivity, you can increase that average from 8 to 10 to 12 to 15. Females generally live longer than males as well, and a very special koala named Sarah proved that point nicely. Sarah lived her entire life here at Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary to the ripe old age of 23. When she passed away in 2001, Sarah put us in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the longest lived koala in captivity, a record Lone Pine still holds to this day. Now, there is only one species of koala, but they do look quite different depending on the climatic region they're found in. Northern koalas are found in Queensland and northern New South Wales. They have short, light grey-brown fur, and a large male of the northern variety reaches a maximum weight of 8.5, maybe 9 kilos. Southern koalas are found in Victoria and South Australia. They have long, chocolate brown shaggy fur, and a large male of the southern variety reaches a maximum weight of 15 kilos, almost double the weight. This shaggier coat and larger body size helps keep them a lot warmer where it's colder down in the south. Now, koalas live on the eastern shore of Australia because this is where their favourite species of eucalyptus leaves grow. Unfortunately for them, humans prize this coast as an area to live as well. Ever since we first settled here, slowly making way for towns, cities, houses, farms, things just like that, we've demolished 80% of their habitat just for this one reason alone. Now, other factors in the reduction of koala habitat do include natural disasters such as bushfires. So if a koala does survive a bushfire, they don't just lose their food, they lose their homes as well, and must then face the challenge of finding a completely new home or waiting for its forest to restore itself entirely, a process that can take a very long time. But luckily, it's not all doom and gloom. There are some ways we can all help our koalas out. Number one being planting eucalyptus trees. Now, it's an extremely easy thing to do, planting a eucalyptus tree. A list of which species grow best in your area should be found at your local nursery or look online, and feel free to ask anyone working here today with which species koalas love to munch on. we are more than happy to help you out with that. I especially am more than happy to help you out with that. But if that's not an option, donate to the AKF, the Australian Koala Foundation. This foundation is dedicated to helping conserve koalas in the wild. They'll take the money donated to them and plant eucalyptus trees in your name. They even buy plots of land for koalas to live on safe and happy as well. Now sadly, as koala habitat becomes more and more fragmented, they're forced to cross our roads more and more often, leading of course to koalas are being hit and killed by motor vehicles each year. So driving around, guys, stick to the speed limit, be very watchful during dawn, dusk and the spring and summer months. This is when koalas are at their most active. If you see any signs just like this one, that means koala activity has been sighted in that area, so do keep an eye out. Now, just like any animal, koalas do have natural predators. Things like large birds of prey like wedge-tailed eagles, large pythons, large goannas, and even dingoes all prey upon koalas. Though it is mostly the older, the young, the sick, and the injured koalas though which are more vulnerable to these predators. But sadly, more koalas are killed each year not by their natural predators, but by household pets such as dogs. So, taking a dog for a walk in the bush, guys, keep it on the leash at all times. During the night, lock it up in the house or on a chain in the backyard. This isn't just going to help out koalas, but many other species of native wildlife as well. Now, another danger lurking in a lot of Australian backyards not many people have any idea about are swimming pools.